twyfel weet. Jy is nie net 'n nommer nie, en jy is deel van die groter prentjie. Daar's 'n rede dat jy lewe, 'n doel vir jou bestaan. Daar's 'n plekkie in die son vir jou en my, 'n plekkie elkeen het 'n doel gekry. Al voel jy soos 'n sandkorreltjie klein wat in die grootste duin verdwyn. Jy vat my die hoogste hoogte se, die in die arend en die ander in die wind. Want almal is maar sandkorreltjies klein, maar saam is ons die mooiste ding.
Hey folks, welcome back to the program. This is Chris live in Central Pennsylvania on the OG, the original gangster, the original Chris Wyatt channel on YouTube, the one that dates back from what, 2006, 2000, something like that. Yeah, that's the one that was censored for 2 years and put into the wilderness. I've had a hard time for the past year getting any traction on here, although with Trump live streams, I got like 1,000 views, many after the fact. I published a video yesterday talking about how the media is not discussing the whole concept of the Donald Trump victory in the appellate case, which has escaped the mainstream media. Surprise, surprise. And that video, I forgot I was logged into it. So in my rush to set up a stream after my Rugby Ascendant Lions broadcast, which I also made a mistake on in my rush yesterday, I put the Lions Sharks image instead of the Lions and the Sharks and Dragons image instead of the Dragons and Lions image. I fixed that just now, so it doesn't matter. We still had a big audience over there. Huge. We had a 9-minute average view time on a rugby broadcast with over 2,000 viewers. That was incredible. But we're back here on the original channel. Just a handful of people here because the word doesn't get out. Thanks for being here. Who's buffering? I'm not buffering. I'm doing fine on this side. Yeah, opening up the program, of course, was Giselle with Plekken Dizon. Welcome back to the program, folks. A handful of people here. So those who aren't here are missing out. So anyway, I got a few things I dug out just to chat, kind of a Sunday brunch conversation here. Steamed crabs are on sale today. They got too many, so I got $20 off for a dozen. That's $2.50 savings per crab. I'll buy it. All right, so I went on through my shelf upstairs, grabbing something for it after I came out of the shower. And this is from my collection of ethnic German books, covering the history of Germans in Europe and around the world. So this is from Annemie Schenk. It's Deutsche in Siebenburgen, ihre Geschichte und Kultur. Yep. Anyway, published by C.H. Beck Verlag. So, interesting book. Let me put this on here. Okay. Ooh, boy, the screen looks a lot clearer now. It's about time the PooTube worked. Yeah, exactly. Inside here, I have this article from The Economist, which dates back, my goodness, basically the late 1990s or something like that. It says a Transylvanian tragedy. Now, this is 1998 is when this article came from. I still have it in this book. So, from The Economist, I clipped that out of my subscription back in the day. A Transylvanian tragedy. Let me read that to you very quickly here, folks. A double tragedy continues to unfold in Transylvania, the northwestern chunk of Romania that has been a haven for ethnic Germans for some 8 centuries. First, in the fast disappearance of an extraordinary cultural heritage expressed partly by the medieval architecture the Germans, known in Romania as Saxons, though in fact they came from far and wide across the German-speaking world, brought to Transylvania and preserved for centuries against staggering odds. Second, the Germans are withdrawing from the mess that is today's Romania. This means the villages and small towns, which have been a mainstay of Transylvania's rural economy, are themselves falling into ever deeper penury and degradation. Some 250,000 strong in 1939, over 1 million in 1918. A good tenth of the Germans who survived the Second World War were carted off once the communists took over to Russian labor camps. Actually, it was about 180,000 of them. Almost none returned. About 180,000 Germans sat tight until the mid-70s when Ceausescu, Romania's communist dictator, began to let a steady trickle go at a hefty price in Deutschmarks. Communism's fall in 1980 and 1989 prompted a huge outward spurt. From 110,000, the number of Germans plummeted to 41,000 in less than 2 years. Now the figure has tripled again to less than 17,000. The Saxon heritage could vanish. What is to be done? Take a little village like Vissery, which Germans still call Weiskirch, once an almost entirely German hamlet of 450 people, but its population has stayed quite stable. But the only 30-odd Germans are left. The economy based on farming and lovely rolling hills around barely exist. So when the Germans disappeared, everything fell apart. The squalor is striking. The village stands 7 kilometers from the nearest tarmac road. There is no longer a shop, bakery, clinic, or garage, all of which Germans produced. Rickety horse-drawn wagons far outnumber cars. And there's no modern sewage system or running water. A filthy stream of bubbles through the village's wide, rutted, muddy street. A telephone line was fixed 2 years ago, but most of the skilled Germans, bakers, butchers, teachers, and mechanics, who once kept things ticking over, have gone. Fields of hops, once the village's main earner, have been abandoned. Gypsies, the butt of discrimination throughout Romania, and usually ill-educated people with scant farming skills now count for more than half of the population. Ethnic Romanians and a handful of Hungarians make up most of the rest. Weiskirch's glory is its stunning white medieval church, which gives the place its name, with a high-walled 12th century citadel, which, like 100 or so other German fortifications in Transylvania, fended off the Turks and Tatars, as well as occasionally warring locals. The village's dynamic mayor, Caroline Fenolent, an ethnic German, is trying to prod well-wishers outside Romania, including the World Bank, to dip into their pockets. Otherwise, the village simply cannot survive in human or architectural terms. That's from 1998. Yep. So I never mailed this in. This is that's the book, or the postcard that comes with it to register your book. And Bundesrepublik Deutschland, Postleitzahl 6460, Wyatt, William Militär, Herzbachweg, 1802, Nummer 9, Gelnhausen. November 1992. That's when I bought this book. Not that article, but I bought this book in 1992. It's published by a publisher in Munich. Yep. So, interesting stuff. What's this? It's just a piece of paper that shouldn't even be in there. Anyway, it's... the reason I did this is because I wanted to show some of the things that... Anyway, this one here is not the best to show, but here's another one. The Sudeten Deutschen. Okay. Sudeten Deutschen. Ja, eine Volksgruppe in Herzen Europas. Ja. Und von der Frankfurter Paulskirche zur Bundesrepublik Deutschland. Okay. This book was published in 1988. Is that right? Yep. I purchased this one. So, yeah. So here are the homelands. Oh, there you go. Marty's become a member. Thank you, Marty, for becoming a member. Wow, Marty. Thank you. Becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate that. So here is, on this side, that's the homeland of the Sudeten Germans. Whoops. There we go. Like that. There we go. I'm trying to get that map up there so you can see it. There you go. In the Bohemia and Moravia. Böhmen und Mähren. Yep. So what happened to the Sudeten Germans is horrific. 3.5 million people expelled. And here you go. Here they say 3 million, but it's actually 3.5 million. There are also 400,000 people were murdered. And that's the expulsion of the Sudeten Germans and where they went to. They were evicted from their homelands where they had lived for a millennium, at least. 127,000 went to Sachsen, 357,000 went to Sachsen-Anhalt, 222,000 fled to Thüringen, 48,000 to Brandenburg, 2,000 to East Berlin, 5,800 to West Berlin, 4,200 fled to Sweden, 40 fled to Norway, and 100 fled to Denmark. Great Britain got 3,000 to 4,000. South Africa, 1,000 to 1,200 Sudeten Germans after the war, and 1,000 went to Australia. Then 3,000 Italy. And Courtney McBride, thank you for the super chat. Oh, you're delivering the ballots already. The election's not for weeks, and you're delivering the ballots. So what else we got here? 29,000 went to Oberösterreich, 4,300 went to Tyrol, 12,800 went to Salzburg, 3,000 to Kärnten, 11,500 to Steiermark, and it just goes on and on. Schweiz got 2,000, Baden-Württemberg 322,000, Bavaria got the most. It doesn't give a number here, but yeah. So that's where they fled to when they were chased out of their home. They were raped, they were murdered, their homes were torched, their property stolen, all in the aftermath of the war. Whether they had done anything with the Germans and the Nazis or not, they all suffered. But the Sudetendeutschen and the Siebenbürgendeutschen, fascinating people. Then we have the Volgadeutschen from Russia. All ethnic Germans. Subjects that very near and dear to my heart. Human evictions are inhuman, says Erica. Welcome, Erica. All right, folks. Now, it's just, it's Sunday brunch. So this is a box, and you can see, look at that, Haribo gummy bears. Of course, I would have the gummy bears. There you go. So this is a box of stuff I kept in my office when I was still in the Army, and it's been boxed up for 5 years. So let's open it up. If I can get it open. Get the glasses back on so I can see. What a day. Is Elon back on Earth? Yeah, no, Elon never left Earth. Where the heck is this thing open up at? Somewhere it opens here. Somebody's mowing the grass out there, but I'm going to have steamed crabs when I'm done because, boy, oh boy, there we go. Got it. Okay, so I'm a little bit silly and kind of a kid here, so you bear with me here. All right, so first off, this is I picked up at One World Observatory after the World Trade Center reopened. Of course, it's made in China, but decorated in America. So there's a keychain from the new World Trade Center when it first opened up. When it first opened up, I was up there the first week. I think that it opened the first 3 weeks because I went to New York then. And for military, active military, they allowed free entry. Now they charge you like $65 to get in or something like that. So these are from Ireland in 2017. Some stickers I picked up from the Women's World Cup. Pretty cool. I love the rugby ball cut in half with the Celtic knots on there. That's really cool. Women's World Cup in 2017, which was in Belfast and Dublin. I didn't go to Dublin, just Belfast. There's somebody gave me this, I think. This is a Springbok rugby ball keychain. It's a little mushy thing. Never really had any use for it. Here's our nutcracker for the Scranton Penguins. Little nutcracker there. You're not cracking any nuts in that bad boy. Okay, sounds like Omaruru in Namibia. Germans held that place together. Yep. This is a little matchbox kind of car for the Hershey Bears for the Zamboni that cleans up the ice. Kind of silly there. By the way, the Bears won last night, 7-3, their home opener. $99 a ticket on the lower level, $35 to park. So this is from the Curtis Museum in Hammondsport, New York. This is an aviation museum. It's really cool. A nice place to go. Fantastic collection of stuff, not just of aircraft, but also of other things. Really amazing. The Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. Hey, Pablo Charlie. B&O Railroad, one of the most famous railroads ever. Utah has an NHL team. They're getting one. They haven't got it yet. This is the Piper Cub. This is one of the great aviation successes from Pennsylvania. No longer here. It was eventually relocated to Florida. But the Piper Cub is one of the most famous light aircraft ever manufactured. Fantastic. This was their symbol, Piper Cub. And they have a museum here in Pennsylvania. I've been to it. This is from Northern Ireland. These are the provinces Tyrone, Londonderry, Antrim, or Derry as the Irish would say, Ulster, Fermanagh, Armagh, and Down. So here's a patch from Northern Ireland. That's when I went there in 2017 for the Women's World Cup. This is Operation Desert Shield Mission Accomplished patch. So never sew these on anything. So Desert Storm, not Shield, Desert Storm. Mission accomplished. This is from the Maryland Blue Crabs, the 10th anniversary in 2017, 10 years True Blue. Yeah, 10 years. Why does it say 10 years blue twice? Oh, 10 years true, 10 years blue. Okay. So Maryland Blue Crabs, a minor league baseball team. Courtney says it's Derry. Well, I just said that, didn't I? This is from the 2017 American Hockey League All-Star Classic in Lehigh Valley. I went to it. It was incredible. I've never been to another All-Star game for the American Hockey League, but this one was pretty darn cool. Nice arena there in Allentown. It seems like little Puerto Rico or little Latin America. Almost no Anglo-Saxons left in a town built by Anglo-Saxons. This is incredible. This is I was there for the 2017 for the 25th anniversary of Camden Yards, Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Got this patch from the Orioles baseball park. Their 25th year, silver anniversary. You can see the letters or the numbers are actually in silver there. Pretty cool. Gotta crack my back, folks. Sorry. There we go. There we go. Thanks to the 30 people who are here. I'm sorry, I'm not showing you my bum. All right. Williamsport, Pennsylvania is the home of the Little League World Series. Little League Baseball started in Pennsylvania. I played it as a kid here in Pennsylvania. And here's a patch from the Little League Baseball. We used to wear these on all our uniforms. Pretty cool. Harrisburg Senators are a local minor league baseball team. And there you go. Got a patch from them, although something got some marks on that. The Appalachian Trail runs right through my neighborhood. Literally 2 kilometers from my house is the Appalachian Trail, a hiking trail that begins down in the southern part of the United States, comes all the way up the Appalachians through Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, continues north all the way to Maine. The Appalachian Trail, Maine to Georgia. There you go. AT, the Appalachian Trail, one of the coolest things you ever hike on that trail. I've done it. It's nice. I've never hiked the whole thing. Also, the National Hockey League celebrated its 100 years, a century of the National Hockey League. I picked this up at the NHL store in Manhattan, 100-year anniversary when I was there in 2017 in New York. Pretty cool. Yeah, my patches are mint condition because I leave them where I don't put them on any clothing. So this is 2017. The Lehigh Valley went to the playoffs, so pretty exciting for them. And so I got myself a Phantoms playoff patch. And then the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball celebrated its 20th anniversary as a professional league in 2017. Also purchased that. That was kind of cool. So then I was in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in North Carolina, where I was hiking on the Appalachian Trail, an area that's been devastated by Hurricane Helene. And here you go. That's pretty cool. Black bear on there, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, where there is a Cherokee Indian reservation. Yep, some of them never fled. They refused to leave. I also was in Baltimore when I traveled back to the States in 2014, and I went to the Baltimore Orioles' 60th anniversary. Team founded in 1954 and 2014 was their 60th anniversary, so I went to that. So now they're going to be 70 this year, 70th anniversary of the Orioles. Haven't been there this year. Lancaster Barnstormers, this is their patch. A little barn there. It's a minor league baseball team in the Atlantic League. Here's one of my favorites, München. Meine Stadt, mein Verein. Yep, it's FC Bayern München. That's my city, my club. FC Bayern München. I think Garrett will appreciate this. Haribo means Hans Riegel Bonn. Correct? Haribo. I know that. Thank you. Haribo macht Kinder froh und Erwachsene ebenso. Yep. Alrighty. FC Bayern München. I'm not a soccer fan, but this is one team I get behind. They are undefeated at the moment. They did have a draw. Right. Okay, that's the end of those. This is Africa's Kingdom of Pleasure. Yep. Sun City. There's a token from Sun City, folks. Check it out. To me, that was kind of a thing in Memento as a tourist to have a Sun City chip. Check it out there, folks. Yeah. Okay. Right. Eric Desjardins in the Flyers Hall of Fame induction. I went to a hockey game in Philadelphia, and they handed these out because he got elected to the Hall of Fame. Now we get to keychains. Well, before we get to that, check out this red granite. This is from the Öland Islands off the west coast of Finland, where people speak Swedish. 90% of the population is Swedish, ethnic Swedish. And look at that. That's granite. That's all the stone. It's just unbelievably gorgeous stuff. Got schist in there. Beautiful stuff. Granite. This is lovely. Red granite. I could polish that. And it would look very good. I picked that up and kept it from my trip up there. Here's a souvenir of Burkina Faso. This was a gift from one of my students at the War College. Thank you for that. Merci. What else you got in here? This is when you go to soccer stadiums in Germany, they don't like cash. I guess they're worried about theft. So you have to get a card. So I went to Augsburg on a trip to Garmisch one time, and I picked up this FCA card. So it's a Fußball Club Augsburg. Yep, and so there you go. So that's, you have to buy your drinks and food with one of these cards. You can't use a credit card. You can't use cash. You got to use these things. It's annoying. Ben Hashim says, great times ahead for America. Victory after victory, discovery after discovery, but most important, complete freedom from enemies outside and within. Oh, I love the sound of that, Ben. Love the sound of that. Oh, this one's cool. This is a keychain for South African rugby. It's a rubbery one. SA Boca. There you go. SA Rugby Boca. That's a keychain. This is a pin, not a keychain, I should say. A lot of these are pins, actually, not just keychains. The Rugby World Cup Sevens, which was held in San Francisco in 2018. I was there. There you go. That was pretty cool. That was another nice emblem for the San Francisco one. Here is, this is the 2015 World Cup. I think it is. Or is this the 2011? I'm not sure which one. But there's a sheep dude, a little sheep dude carrying the rugby ball. All right, these are things I kept in my office. Oh, I was affectionately known as the Tasmanian Devil by folks more than once because of my high energy, my enthusiasm, my zest for life and for work. And so I was once given this by a colleague, the Tasmanian Devil. The Tasmanian Devil. And so I keep that. I should put that on the shelf behind me, but you never see it because it's so small. So I was called the Tasmanian Devil. This is silly. This is a Vegas Golden Knights mini hockey puck. Not really sure why they gave these out, but I was in Vegas and they handed it out, and so I took one. Why not? Vegas Golden Knights. That München patch, maybe my late mother, we were meant to go there when we were last year. Oh, sorry to hear she got sick before she could make it. 2015 Rugby World Cup keychain, starting to fade a little bit, but all the teams are on there. One side, then the other. 2015 Rugby World Cup in England, got that keychain. Obviously, I don't use these for keys. Here's the 2019 World Cup in Japan, which also had a really cool logo. Come on, back here. There we go. There you go. 2019 World Cup in Japan. That's kind of cool. Yeah, the Tasmanian Devil is cute. I like it. Then we have, this is the World Rugby Hall of Fame, which no longer exists. Now it's digital. This was in Rugby, England, and I'm glad I purchased it. So I have it because they don't have a World Rugby Hall of Fame anymore. It's all digital because the cheap bastards, greedy bastards from England don't want it. All right, this is the Reading Royals baseball team, established back in 1960. Reading Phillies, I should say. Phillies baseball team. That's a pin. Okay. Here's an Orioles crab pin with Baltimore Orioles. If you're just tuning in, folks, it's Sunday Brunch with a Colonel. We're just chilling. I'm showing you stuff that I used to keep on one of my bookshelf at the War College. This is Steamtown. This is a national park. Arlen Specter got this funded by the federal government for the railroad history of America, which is interesting because we have a private museum in Baltimore for the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad, which has the best collection of trains and the best wheelhouse you're going to find. This one's kind of lame, to be honest, but federal dollars spent it to save Scranton from going bankrupt. So founded in 1986, the 30th anniversary of Steamtown, an artificial national park. National Park Service runs that in Scranton, Pennsylvania. If you're there, stop in, but don't go to Scranton to see it. Not worth your time. The Ironbirds, named after, this is Cal Ripken's minor league baseball team in Aberdeen. The Ironbirds, got that. Hey, Gus, how's it going? This is the 50th anniversary of the Philadelphia Flyers after 50 years, 1967 to 2017. This is the Youngstown, New York, Old Fort Niagara. This is kind of cool. And it's a pin, but the little dudes, the little soldiers slide across. See that? Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, they slide across. British soldiers. So that's that one. This is Purple Pride for the Reading Royals, a minor league hockey team. We've got USA Eagles versus the Harlequins in 2015 rugby match. So we played the Harlequins in Philadelphia and lost. I have that pin. Someone made a pin, thankfully. The Stadium Series of Hockey, Pittsburgh. This one's 2017 when they played outside at a stadium. Pittsburgh Penguins. Washington Redskins. All right. They don't want to call them Redskins anymore. The pin broke off the back of this. Is 85 years. To 2017, before the racists who hate Native Americans got rid of this heritage and renamed it the Washington Commanders. What a bunch of asses. This was from the top of the Rock from Rockefeller Center. You go to the restaurant at the top. Pretty cool. Top of the Rock. Rockefeller Center in New York. 2011 Rugby World Cup keychain. This is USA 2011. 20 years for the Phantoms. That's the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Aha, here's a Vegas poker chip for the Vegas Golden Knights. It's a pin, though. It's not really a chip. Looks like a poker chip for gambling. The 2018 home opener, the Colts versus the Redskins. The only time went to a game there. Stanley Cup playoffs 2018. I went to those in D.C. The Frozen Four. This is the NCAA hockey championship. Thank you for the 70 Rand, African Idiot. Well, dude, it's got a lot more to go here. Relax. We'll see if we got something from the Bulls. Okay, the Freistaat Bayern. This is for the independent state of Bavaria. Pretty cool. That's your 5th super chat. Thank you for that. And then we've got this is the State College Spikes. It's a minor league baseball team up where Penn State University is located at. Nice ballpark. Okay, USA Rugby. Pin for USA Rugby. I got that for becoming part of a fan group, which I'm no longer part of. And the German sports badge. There you go. This is something I was awarded as a soldier. You start with the bronze, then you compete the second time, you can get a silver, compete third time, you get gold. But I left Germany, was never assigned there again until I was a lieutenant colonel and didn't have time to do it then. But this is a highly sought after, this and the Schützenschnur, which is Die Bayern. Hey, George. Thank you for becoming a silver supporter. George, on the channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, so here you go. So there is, that's a German sports badge. Very coveted. And you get a certificate, plus you get this, actually get to where you can wear this German sports badge. It's really cool. Is there a fly down here? Is that just my leg? My leg is twitching. All right, so we got here, this is Stanley Cup playoffs first round, and this was the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Columbus Blue Jackets in Pittsburgh. I drove all the way to Pittsburgh to watch this. This was pretty disappointing as the Blue Jackets lost. Here's the Hockey League Hall of Fame from 1943. This is located in Toronto. Really cool. This is the best pro sports Hall of Fame I've ever seen. I don't know if they're still in the same location, but baseball in Cooperstown, basketball in Springfield, Massachusetts, football in Canton, Ohio, golf in New Jersey. No, this is the best. Rugby in England. No, this is the best ever Hall of Fame, and that's in Toronto. Hands down. FIFA World Cup for the women in 2011 in Germany. This was where Nigeria, I went to see Nigeria play in Germany. FIFA World Cup, women. And here you go. Here's the World Cup, Women's World Cup in 2011. There's a pin for it there. And what do we got here? This is 15 years of the Reading Royals. That's their 15-year anniversary. The Royals. 2015 England World Cup. Here we go. Got a keychain. Yeah, it's a sport medal. This is from the Doctor Who Museum. Fan experience, which used to be in Cardiff, but it's gone now. Flushing, did you ever go? It's pretty cool. This was amazing. It was well done. But this doesn't exist anymore. They got rid of it. People are leaving. Sorry to see people leave. I said it was just kind of a chill day. Then we've got the Lancaster Barnstormers with one of the hex signs. These hex signs that they make are a ethnic German-American thing, not from Germany. And you find them on barns. And they're lovely, decorated in different fashions. It's a completely American fabricated thing. Toronto Railway Museum, that wasn't that bad. Not as good as the Baltimore, Ohio Railway Museum, but not bad in Toronto, Canada. San Francisco Giants, AT&T Park. This one's got a cable car that goes up and down, slides around. This is the Williamsport Lumberjacks minor league baseball team. Visitors at the door, says Val. Viewer numbers going down. Yeah, they are on this stream. 2015 Rugby World Cup. Not just a keychain, but also a bottle opener. Isn't that nice? All right. Another Sun City poker chip. The Copa America Centennial in 2016. This was 100 years of the CONCACAF Cup America. So that's soccer. Went and watched Jamaica and Mexico in Philadelphia. The Ohio State Fair, 1981, 4-H participation. So I got this for my participation. This is what they gave me in 1981 for participating in the Ohio State Fair. The better part is I got to see Johnny Cash sing live while I was there. But I was a participant in the State Fair. 1981, 80 years the Hershey Bears hockey team. San Francisco Sevens World Cup, 2017. The London 2012 Olympics. This is from Wembley. (2016) the Gettysburg National Park, 100 years of the National Park Service, 2016. Flight 93 Memorial, September 11th, 2001. Obviously not when I was there, but they built this in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, Flight 93. The San Francisco Sevens World Cup, I was there. I was there. Those are kind of cool. All right. What's we got here? Royal Observatory. This is in Greenwich, England. That's kind of cool. That's a neat spot. If you ever get to Greenwich, it's not the best neighborhood, but it's a cool spot to check out. Yep. This is the Berliner Bear. Berlin is famous for its bear, and this is one of the a ceramic bear. Pretty cool stuff. Der Berliner Bear. John says there can't be much more. Oh, there can, John. But I'm going to stop since you're bored. Yep. What else? I'll pick one or two more out of here. Oh, there's the black ferns, silver ferns, excuse me. New Zealand silver ferns. Yep. And I'll pretty much stop here. Yep. Oh, Hofbräuhaus. There we go. For my German crowd. The Hofbräuhaus in München. Okay, and that'll stop it there. All right, so obviously I bored some folks with that. So sorry if that bored you. There's Guinness. I'll skip the Guinness one. Yeah, these are just mementos. Remember places I've been, things I've done, people I've engaged with over the years. So I think it's kind of cool to have things like this. You know, these are inexpensive, but they all mean something. But like I say, they haven't been out for 5 years. I used to look at them every day in my office on my bookshelf, but I don't have an office at the War College anymore. And I've collected these over a lifetime. Most of these are just in the last 10 years, the ones I showed you, because they're on top. The older ones are on the bottom, and this isn't the only place I've got them there. But, yeah, so anyway, I'll put them all back in here without damaging anything, especially that Berliner Bear. It's a lovely piece. Put him on top so he doesn't get scratched up. Anyway, we'll go on to talk about some other things here, folks, like Donald Trump and racism. Yeah, we'll talk about that today. Maybe we'll talk about it. Whoops. That didn't go well. Where's it at? Uh-oh. Where are you hiding at? Oh, crap. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it back. Whew, that was dangerous to lose that one. Ohio State Fair 1981 participant. Wow. Such a long time ago. Such a long time ago. All right, where you at, Billy Nabar? There he is. Don't need that in there. I can put that underneath, that underneath, that underneath. Put the Billy Nabar here on the top somewhere so it doesn't get scratched up. Put the rock back down there. Some of you probably like, why you got a rock? Isn't it crazy? Who collects rocks? Well, geologists collect rocks, but I'm not a geologist. So I guess I don't have a good reason to do it. All right, so put these back, and there. Now I finished boring people with just a fraction of that box. There you go. Whoops, I missed one. I knew it. I knew I'd miss one. Dang it. Which one is it? Oh, it's the Toronto Railway Museum. All right, there we go. All right, who's left? Actually, the crowd grew. Can't confirm if Caitlin Clark has a contract in Europe. If so, with who? John Jarvis, I've not seen any news on that. Let me take a look and search because I've been watching the Caitlin Clark story very carefully. I did a video for TikTok, and it's like 10 minutes long. It won't load. It's for 2 weeks. It won't load now. Okay, let's see what she's got here. If she got a contract. News, okay? No, there's no reporting on it. No reporting on it. What are these accusations here? Oh, wow. Angel Reese was lazy in high school. So lazy, says NBA coach Sam Cassell. Wow. Wow. So it's now been over 2 weeks since she and the Fever saw their brief playoff run come to an end. Now that the former Iowa superstar's long picture comes down, it's no surprise that viewership numbers have gone down, as I said before. 2.5 million people tuned in to watch her last game on September 25th. And then the game one of the WNBA Finals between the Lynx and New York Liberty saw just 1.1 million. And that's still the most watched WNBA's final in history. So Caitlin Clark effect is still continuing, even though she's not playing. It's taken social media by storm, prompted Caitlin Clark fans react as they fire back on the accusation that fans only tune in to watch Clark and the Fever. Yep. While there was some truth to the matter, Clark fans were quick to point out that the Rookie of the Year's impact league is still felt despite her team's early preseason exit. I thought people weren't going to watch anymore because Clark isn't playing, asked the supporter. Yep. You're getting it wrong. Caitlin actually opened the doors for huge viewership. Let's not lie. She's the reason more people watch WNBA. In fact, I watched a little bit of WNBA playoffs because of Caitlin Clark, even though she was out of it. Boston Celtics assistant Sam Cassell has accused Angel Reese of being so lazy during a high school basketball career. Wow. But Cassell, a Maryland native who went on to enjoy a fine career in the NBA, has revealed how Reese would not make the most of her talent. Thought she was so lazy in high school because she was so much better than anyone. Yep, she took it easy, Sam Cassell said. Sometimes she'd miss a layup, get a rebound, miss another layup. The other team got the ball, and she wouldn't run back down the court. But Angel Reese is in the WNBA now, so she made it. So there you go. SpaceX milestone reached, catching the booster. That was really cool, Olaf. Did you watch it with me, or did you watch it elsewhere? Because I broadcast that. That was really cool, catching it. I thought it was going to miss. That thing came down. It was like an angle coming towards the tower, and I thought it was going to miss, and then just reached out and grabbed it. That was cool. African Idiot says, keep going, Chris. I traveled a lot, too, today, so sorry I never collected memorabilia. No, African Idiot. Yeah, I got tons. I got stuff from Africa. I got stuff from the Middle East. Got stuff from Europe. I've got carpets from Africa. I've got a Maasai spear. I've got all kinds of things from all over. I mean, it's kind of cool. I like to show them off occasionally. What else am I going to do with them? It's not like I have a lot of people over to visit. Yep. Dylan says, you must have so many memories of all those trinkets. I do, Dylan. I do. If I can remember them. I'm having trouble remembering people's names these days. Yeah, sorry, I can't confirm that she signed a European contract there, John. It'd be nice to see it. Irreplaceable. Only you know them. Yeah, that's cool. Renette Bernardo says, hi, will you keep the other channel and use both? Just subscribe to this one. Yeah, Renette, I am keeping both. This channel is the original channel. And for you, if you don't know the story there, Renette, nice to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. This channel is the one I've had since like 2006, but I was a serving intelligence officer, and I can't run around social media as an Army officer. We have rules. So I used it, and I had 2 videos on Icelandic waterfalls. They're still on the channel. And after like 15 years having the channel, they're like 4,300 views. I wasn't even looking for viewers. I'm an early adopter of most technology, and I check out pretty much everything. So I signed up for YouTube when I first started to see what it was like. Same with Instagram and even Facebook when people couldn't sign up for it. I was at university postgraduate studies. I could sign up. But for YouTube, I signed this thing up. And then when I retired, I started using it. I should have created a business channel. That was a mistake. I didn't realize that. And then my personal channel became huge. And in 4 months, we went from 2 to 23,000 subscribers on this channel. And then they came after me, attacked me, falsely reported my channel, lies, repeatedly ripped down my videos, many of them restored, but it just became exhausting. And after 3 months, they gave me a third strike for a video that didn't even exist when I had deleted, that was fine, and they changed the rules. So in order to comply with the rules, I deleted it. And then they said, well, the video's still on our server. I said, no, it isn't. I deleted it. Well, it's still on our server. And then when they took my channel away in April 2021, I started the other channel, which is now at Colonel Chris Wyatt. This became at Real Chris Wyatt, because by the time I got the channel back 2 years later, someone had already claimed Chris Wyatt, because that wasn't something you could do until after I was put into Gulag. So they took my channel down, and I started the other channel, and this channel was hidden. You couldn't see it. It was gone. So I appealed it, and they told me to get stuff. They said, Fotsek, you violated our community standards. I said, no, I didn't. And that was the end of the discussion. They're just draconian, leftist, scumbag, hate wankers. So that was immediate in the aftermath, April 2021. 6 months later, I went back and requested my channel again, because it was a lot of work, a lot of effort. Plus, I lost all my videos. I couldn't even find them. They took my channel away. So I had not been downloading all my videos. So I learned a hard lesson there. Meanwhile, the new channel was growing, its subscriber base slowly. Anyway, this channel, I appealed a third time, almost 2 years after I moved, 22 months later. And that was after they restored Trump's YouTube channel. Without any fanfare, suddenly, I started receiving texts or emails in my regular email account at Yahoo. And I'm like, I don't get emails here. I get them in Gmail. Well, I did for my original channel, because I had a Gmail account when I set this thing up in 2006. Or did I? I don't remember. Anyway, so I looked, and my old channel, this one, had been restored. They didn't even send me a message saying it's restored. They just put it back up. So in February, March of 2023 is when I got it back, so a year and a half ago. When the channel came back, it had gone away with 23,000 subscribers. Now, you cannot unsubscribe to a channel that you can't find, because you can't unsubscribe from it. It's not like it's on your feed. You have to go to the channel. You cannot subscribe to a channel that you cannot find. So all things being equal, after 2 years, when my channel came back, I should have had 23,000 subscribers. That's when I was within 100 subscribers of catching Morning Shot. Now, Morning Shot had a head start on me and had been broadcasting, doing stuff for a bit, doing their morning clips, about 10-minute things, 10, 15 minutes. And so when I started with my channel, they had 4,300 subscribers on Morning Shot when I started doing my channel for videos, if my recollection is correct. And then they got to 7,000. As I got to 1,000, they got to 6,000, then they went to 10. So they were way ahead of me. But I really picked up steam from the Senecal situation, picked up 2,500 subscribers in a single day. That was unbelievable. And then had 23,000. I was within 100 subscribers of them when my channel was removed. 2 years later, the channel comes back and there's only 21,000 subscribers. Now, how do people unsubscribe when the channel's not available? Well, maybe there were bots and YouTube took them out because they identified bots. That's a possibility, but they never told me that. Ever since the channel came back, they've been taking subscribers away every day for a year and a half, and they've whittled me down to almost 20,000. Now I'm on the verge of actually surpassing my subscribers with my newer channel, even though it's 3 years old. It took the 3 years to still not get back to what this channel did in 4.5 months. But YouTube has changed a lot, so there are reasons for it. Yeah, so I will keep both channels up. This channel is focusing primarily on U.S. things, but I mistakenly set the stream up here. I meant to put it up on the other channel. So anyway, maybe I'll do a quick stream on there once I end this one. So Senate inquiry into the 2 Delta SEALs that drowned on a mission to intercept Iranian ship. No, I didn't hear anything about this, Garrett. That's news to me. Tracy says, sorry to talk about politics. No reason. There's no problem with that. But did you see Malema's speech at Pretoria? Incredibly upset. He had a speech in Nelson Mandela Bay University, which was hateful. I didn't see the one in Pretoria. No, Julius Malema is a race hustler, and the guy just really needs to be removed from politics and put where he belongs, in jail. Yep. Yeah, this channel went through the wars. Yep. What software do I need to update there, Dylan? You talking about the streaming software? I've updated it. It's the most current version. It's still crashing repeatedly. I think it has something to do with uploading images to their server. I'm not sure. Yep. The notification bell gets deactivated when the channel is suspended. People will not normally unsubscribe from a good channel, but they also don't get notified. Ben, true statement, but my channel is still suppressed. This channel is hidden. The fact that people got notifications today is the first time that anyone's told me they got a notification on this channel. It's been active for a year and a half. Now, I'm sure a few people got notifications, didn't mention it, but I mean, when people who have been getting notifications to this channel get it, they're kind of surprised. A lot of people refound my channel. So when this channel went active again, the Right Reverend Rawhide, who disappeared, found me again because this channel, somehow he realized it was open. It might have been on his feed. But yeah, I did a video, which I put on this channel exclusively because it's U.S. only, on Donald Trump and the reported, social media reported victory he had. So Donald Trump reportedly won his appeal in New York on that $489 million judgment against him. That video is now at 2,800 views in a day and a half. That is the most video views I've had on this channel in a long time. If I go to the analytics and click on analytics, watch this. Let me see if I can do last year. We'll do the last year, 365 days. Okay, so I had 1,100 views on October 5th for Trump's. So look at this. So this is the channel that used to get 10 to 15,000 views per day. 10 to 15,000. 2,500 hours of content watched every day until they took my channel away. Yeah, Eric had to resubscribe. So check this out. Let me see. Firefox. There we go. There we go. All right. So in the last 365 days, last year, just 19,000 views. I have videos that get 19,000 views on my other channel. I've lost 472 subscribers. Wow. Wow. I made $46 in the past year on this channel. Yeah, okay. So my top content is from March of last year. I get this video where I was visiting the Fortrekker Monument. I got 1,200 views. And then Olaf has become a member. Thank you for that, Olaf. And that's a gift from Erica. Thank you, Erica. So people who are here, there was not a lot of people here going to get a chance of getting a membership. And there's Bobby B. Thank you, Bobby B. We got Light Rain and Charles Van Altselen. Wow, Charles is here too. Just a second here. Let this come up. Dylan Combrick, thank you so much. Dylan got a free membership. How cool is that? In Light Rain, out in Seattle. So interesting because on this channel, let me go through the top 10 videos in the past year, okay? And you'll see that none of them have done very particularly well. Oops, there's Charles Van Altselen. I think that's all 5 now. What's M-I-O-K question mark? What is that? All right, so in the last year, visiting the Fortrekker Monument, which was published in March of last year, so over a year ago, but in the past 12 months, so that's 18 months, it's gotten 1,200 views. The Trump wins, which I did yesterday, says 1,100. It's actually 2,800. It's now my best performing video. Trump returns to Butler. That one got 1,100 views. That was a live stream. Harris-Trump debate. I got almost 1,000 views on that. That's from September 10th. Jewish Americans perplexed at the silence of their friends. I got 700 there. Ich die Dritten, the interview that I did in March of 2021 before this channel was banned, in the past year has picked up 501 views. The SEAL Team 6, which is my biggest performing video ever, from October of 2020, which had 175,000 views, I think, has gotten 432 in the past year. My interview with Vena Dutoy from 2020, first time, that one's got 430 views. The Giselle Lockdown concert, which is from 2020, May 8th, my early days of live streaming, 425 views. And the Secret Service not walking the perimeter of Trump assassination, 389. So you can see very poor. Here you go, over here. This is the latest content. 2,800 views, 16% impressions click-through, and 5 minutes of the 9-minute video were actually watched. That's pretty good. But look at this in the last 48 hours. Look at that. So anyway, let's look at all time on this channel. Watch this, though. Lifetime. Watch this. Lifetime on this channel. Okay, all these years. So go back to 2006, and then until I started broadcasting in 2020. There's May, 153 views, and look at this. One day, 155,000 views in one day on October 16th. I'm going to guess that was Senecal. Yep. And then look at this. It went silent on May 12th. How come May 12th? There's no way at May 12th, 2020. I didn't even have a channel. Okay. There we go. April. Yeah, April went away, and it was silent all the way through to about here. That's when it came back in 2023. Yep. So, yep, that's what they do to you. They put you in the gulag. Lame as a peanut. Oh, no, I didn't see. Who did she appoint in her Mako? Let's go to there for that. I haven't looked at South African news today. Let's see what she appointed. Okay. That's not there. Let me see. Tito Mbueni's dead. What? Tito Mbueni is dead. Wow, that's big news. I don't see anything on her cabinet in Pretoria listed here. Wow. Former Finance Minister and Reserve Bank Governor Tito Mbueni has died. It's deep sadness that the Mbueni family announced his passing. Former Reserve Bank Governor and Minister of Finance. The family is devastated by his passing after a short illness. He died in Joburg Saturday night. Became the first black governor of the South African Reserve Bank, succeeding Chris Stals in 1999, served for a decade. He was a cabinet member as a labor minister from 94 to 99. Came back to politics in 2018 when Ramaphosa appointed him finance minister and retired in August of 2021. Wow, that's huge news. Huge news. That's crazy. Allison, welcome to you. Nexus, are you back to the old channel? Yes, Nexus, I'm back to both channels. I'm doing both. As I said, this channel is focusing mostly on U.S. content. And I mistakenly started the stream, set it up for this channel, and rather than confuse everybody, I just went ahead and stayed here. But yeah, I've never let go of this channel. It was just taken away since it came back in March of last year. So look for things on here and for the other channel. Please subscribe to both. I really appreciate that. Let me see how we're doing on subscribers here. So this channel has 2.4 million views. So if one more person subscribes, I'll be even over the last 28 days. All the losses will be gone for subscribers, because let me show you what they do to me here. People don't unsubscribe from channels that are good, and this is a great channel. So you can see what happens here. Let me show you this. So these are subscribers, 20,137. You can see that I had 20,104 on September 15th. They took away. I gained a few. They took away all the way down to 2087. Down to 2086, and then I got back to 101, and then they started taking away again, and then I grew, and we're up to 37. But if we go back the last 90 days, you'll see what happens here. Look at that. 90 days ago, I had 20,162, and they just every day they take subscribers away. People don't unsubscribe like that. Now let's look at the last 365 days. Look at that. Look at that. That's my subscriber growth the last year. 20,575. All the way down here, they took me down to 20,086. 400, they took away. And if I go back lifetime, watch this. It's a dishonest chart because it doesn't tell the truth. But look at that. So here I had no subscribers. I got my first subscriber in... there you go. First subscriber came in 2018. One person subscribed to my channel. And then I started in February of 2020. So February 10th, there you go, February 16th, February 20th, 11 there, then 26. And then it just took off. Look at that. Boom. 21,000. It was 23,000. This is a lie here. But yeah, they've got the peak here at 21,000. Anyway, so look at that. That's the lifetime of the channel. Nexus, it was the COVID time frame, and that's why so many people came. That's why the channel grew. But channels grow without COVID. I mean, I see, tiny titty, short, almost pubic hair channels with little teeny boppers who get 2 million subscribers in the current environment. So the problem is that I do news and analysis, and unless you're an established figure in social media, you don't get the audiences. It takes time. So, hey, Dave Ranke's back. Great video about the Trump case with the appeal at court. Yeah, I like that. I put the black guys in there. Tito loved Pilchard's canned fish so much he mentioned in an interview. Send a gift box to Pilchard. Oh, yikes. No, Slippery Pig, I don't know what happened when it landed, if it blew up or what the deal was. But let me take a look at that video. I'm going to bring that one up, the one I did yesterday. Because I included in it the stuff about what black folks are saying. Oh, they're actually, I got an ad on this, so let me let that ad play. Dave said it's been a while. What's been a while, man? On this channel? It's been here. People just aren't finding it. It's frustrating because they hide it. But yeah, Nexus of Thought, I'm on both channels. Most of my content will be on the other channel. But if I do anything that's U.S. politics related, it's going to be on this channel for the most part. There are exceptions. And the reason is because I worry about censorship from these clowns, taking away stuff from me. So they're just, I still don't trust YouTube. Still don't trust them. Oh, it's been a while since you've been here. Yeah, Dave, I don't recall seeing on this channel, and I've done live streams on this channel. Let me take a look here. Live streams. I have done October 5th, I did a live, October 9th, October 5th. There's all the common sense conservatives, but September 10th. And then I hadn't done any since July when the Ariane launched. That was the first one. So from July till October, I didn't really do any live streams because I wasn't getting any reward. I'm getting 200 people, 100 people. So it's a little frustrating when you're trying to build a channel and that's what you're getting for viewership. But we've had 187 on this, 40 currently here, 53 likes. I do appreciate that. So I'm going to jump ahead over here and I want to show you this, what black folks are saying about Obama on my video. Give me a second here. I'm just letting this ad play. Okay, I'm going to skip it now. So let me find this. Where are the black folks at? Here we go. Okay, so let's play this. And Donald Trump is surging in the polls, and it's driving them nuts. Even Barack Obama now is coming out telling black men that they're not black men because they won't vote for women, that they're women-hating misogynists. That's a message. Oh, Dave, my computer saga a couple weeks ago was a nightmare just before my biggest ever, I'll go back to that in a second, my biggest ever Rugby Ascendant broadcast when the Springboks beat the Pumas in Nelspruit. I had 113,000 people tune in for that game live. It almost didn't happen. My cooling system crapped out. It was only 240 millimeters instead of 360, so 2 fans instead of 3. There was a third fan, but it wasn't connected with the cooling. And I ordered a part. It came the next day. I started taking my computer apart, installing it, but then all the wiring harnesses were screwed up. They were not standard from the manufacturer that built the game. I buy power. So I found a guy who's a Marine who lives about 55 kilometers away. On a Friday night at 8:30, I arrived at his house with my PC, my gaming PC. He rewired everything, hooked the fans up properly, installed everything, and I brought it back, and whew, it worked. But yeah, man, it cost me $6,500. Yeah. No, that wasn't how much it cost. It cost me $220. Well, yeah, when I put everything together, so it was $200 for the part. So that's 4,000 rand. Then the labor cost me $225. It's so about 8,000, almost 9,000 rand to get my computer fixed. Anyway, back to the video. Not going over very well in the black community tonight.
Is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and
I wonder why, because she's a freaking brain dead toad. Watch him blame back black men. He's going to blame black men.
Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
That seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. Do you hear now? I say change his voice with the brothers. This arrogant, self-anointed Messiah is pissing off black people. And listen to some of these comments. Oh, they do see it, Dave. They do see it. A lot of black folks do see it. Watch this.
Yo, so I'm CJ Pearson, one of the young black men that President Obama yesterday tried to lecture into supporting Kamala Harris just because she, quote, looks like me.
I'm trying to figure out one thing. Who do the fuck Obama supposed to be? The fucking black messiah? Talking about his message to all the black men. Why we not vote for Miss Harris?
Are you kidding me? Barack Obama. I didn't vote for you either time. I saw right through you back then.
President Obama, with all due disrespect, man, go sit your duck ass down. Like we can't see what the fuck just happened in the last 4 years and then the 4 years before that. Like our pockets and our account don't read the fucking different numbers.
Barack Obama and his Martha's Vineyard multi-million-dollar mansions and his Netflix contracts and his grifting is running around telling black men that they're not real men because they're not voting for Kamala Harris. President Obama, with all due respect, sit your duck ass down. Don't you? We see what happened in the last 4 years. The last 4 years, sit your duck ass down. That's a smattering. Oh my gosh. Twitter is on fire. Not Twitter. TikTok is on fire after Obama's comments. Man, are people pissed off. Woo, sit your duck ass down. I should blame Big Mike. I don't know about that. Keith says, surely Obama will hound the young black man until they support a nice black man as potential next president. Behind every man, there's a nice man who helps them success. Doesn't one thing. I don't know. Yeah, no, Dave, it's pretty funny stuff. How do we lose 4 people there? But yeah, that's Obama just, man, oh my goodness. I believe Obama and some others with him have sold out to Iran. Its former. Oh, they did a long time ago. He took U.S. military aircraft and flew to Tehran with pallet loads of billions of dollars. Not just money that was unfrozen, but payoffs to the Iranians. Why he did that, I have no idea. And the consequence is people died in Israel. People died elsewhere. People died in Lebanon. People died in Syria because of Iran's financing of Shiite terrorists. Simple as that. Oh, you want me to do the map update? Sure. Let's do that. Okay, hang on. So ABC News is what I want here. And ABC News electoral map. Okay, cool. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. This time we won't forget anything. You ready? Kamala Harris, Donald Trump. Okay, I'm getting more in the Trump camp looking at the numbers and what's happening. Internal polls have got the Kamala Harris campaign running scared, folks. He's pushing his nuclear deal. Exactly. What is happening with Obama's ears? Are they leaving the country? Saw a video where Obama was implicated in the dealing of PDD. Yeah, I saw that he went to PDD's. Look, 2 things. There's the white party, which is racist. This black man hold a white party. Racist. No, the white parties, which were huge events, but they were out in the open. And then there were the freak-offs. That was the private parties where they did the crazy sex stuff. Trump is denty in California, but I'm not going to give it to him yet. Here we go. All right. So Kamala Harris gets, okay, this thing starts with Trump by default. So let's start with Trump. Let me reload it. Okay. I don't want that. So now it's defaulting Trump. So it used to default to Kamala Harris. Let's go with what Trump's going to win for sure. Okay. He's going to win Utah, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina, Indiana, Ohio. Those are for sure Trump wins. That takes him to 222. You need 270 to win. Oh, why is this thing not? Okay, hang on a second. That is not right. Transform, stretch the screen. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so that gets Trump to 222. Here are the guaranteed wins. Oh, sorry, he gets Alaska too. 225. Okay, 225 for Trump. In Maine, we got to fix this. Maine, he's going to get 3 of those. Okay, and Nebraska, he'll probably lose 1 as well. Okay, Trump has 227 and Kamala Harris has 2 at the moment. Okay. Now let's go through and do the ones that Kamala Harris is going to get. All right, you ready? Here you go. Well, Charles, you have to hope that the people can actually get to the polls. There's no polling stations. There's no electricity still. There's no roads. People are dead who are going to vote for Trump. She gets Washington. She gets Oregon. She gets California. She gets New Mexico. She gets Colorado, unfortunately. She gets Minnesota. She gets New York. She gets Vermont. She gets Massachusetts, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. Okay, those are the 4, and Hawaii. Okay, that's her for sure. Okay, 227 to 185. Now it comes down to other things, okay? I forgot to give Trump West Virginia. That's solidly in his camp. So 231 to 185. That gives him a 46-seat advantage right now, but he needs more, okay? So Trump is going to win Arizona. He's going to win Iowa. He's going to win North Carolina. And now he's just 6 short. Nevada puts him over the top. That's Trump at 270. Now, what happens? Well, she's going to get Illinois. I've meant to give that to her earlier. She's got 204 to 270. She's 65 away or 64 away. He's got it. So he wins it. So I think Trump could even win Virginia now. He's going to win Pennsylvania. He'll win Michigan. And he'll win Wisconsin. And look at that, 327. Leaves New Hampshire. Trump gets at 331. 331 to 204. It's an electoral landslide. That's what I see happening. That's what I see happening. Could be wrong. I did predict he's going to win, though. At least 270 something. He helped organize Starlink. Yeah, but all kinds of problems with that, Renette Bernardo. That's a big fanfare, but people are saying that when they tried to sign up for it, it said that they had to sign up for it, and then after a month, they're automatically renewed. So Colorado has gone purple and gone blue. Colorado was reliably conservative forever. Ranchers, miners, business entrepreneurs, military out there. But Colorado is a disaster. Let's take a look at Colorado in presidential elections, okay? Okay, Colorado in presidential elections, okay? Which site's going to give you 270 to win. Here's the voting history. That's the one you want. All right, so Colorado, okay? Here you go. Look at this voting history, okay? Solidly Republican for most of its history. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22 times it's voted for a Republican. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times for a Democrat, and 4 of those. So it was 22 times to 10 until 2008 when Barry Obama came along. And Colorado's gone the last 4 times, every time for Barry Obama. See that? 76, 80, 84, even in 76 when Carter won, it was Republican. 88 Republican, 92 Democrat, 96. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 8 consecutive elections. The only one was 92 when Bush didn't win it. But then look here, 50%, 51%, 44 in 2008, 46, 43, 41 in 2020. It's not gone well. So they're saying it's safe Harris. And it's picked up electoral votes. Colorado's gone sideways. It's completely messed up. It's a state that's lost its way because the leftists have moved there and they're all into their, legalized weed and all their other nonsense and genders and all this other garbage. So kind of stuck with what's going on there in Colorado. Really hope Trump wins. If not, I'm so concerned. Well, you're not the only Californians are spreading bad voting patterns. Yeah, they are. That's a lot of Californians went there. Yep. But so transplanted Dems in Colorado. Yeah, that's exactly right. From California to Colorado and also to Idaho, but Idaho is still conservative. Yep. Well, Colorado's not going to wake up in this election. Not going to happen. So glad I'm not a citizen of this planet. Seems like a lunatic asylum. Yeah, this planet is a bit of a lunatic asylum at the present. 39 people here, so not a huge audience, but thank you all for coming over here. Really do appreciate it. The Trump video is still going. It's at 2,900 views. 3,000, just went over 3,000. That's good news. And 295 likes. So if you haven't watched the Trump video here, I beg you to go watch it after this and pick up a few more views. We try to keep the momentum going. That's why probably Paulie got a notification of this video, is because suddenly something did well and people are paying attention. Yes, Trump wins Pennsylvania. They're saying Harris has got a 1-point lead in the polls. Trump wins Pennsylvania. I don't doubt that at all. Arkansas, yeah, that's conservative country. Well, nexus of thought, that's what people are saying, but the polls are dishonest. They overpoll liberals, they overpoll urban voters, they underpoll rural voters, and they underpoll Republicans. And one thing that also happens in every one of these polls consistently is Donald Trump performs 3 to 5% better than the polls indicate every time. He was trailing Hillary Clinton by 9 and beat her. A couple days before the election, all the polls said she was winning by 9 points, and he beat her. In 2020, they said he was trailing Biden by 12 points, and he came within 40,000 votes across 3 states of winning the presidency. 12,000 in Georgia. Is it 10,000 in Iowa, and 1,000 or something like that in Arizona? Yeah. I have no idea what Red Eagle politics are. So that 3-5%. Now, let me tell you who that 3 to 5% are. So my neighbor, who's a staunch conservative, former high school teacher, science teacher, so he lives in a rational world, doesn't like Trump and is terrified that we're going to lose the election because Trump is a candidate. But he even indicated he probably wasn't even going to vote for Trump 2 years ago. And now he's solidly in the Trump camp. But he's not telling people that. I know it because he works with me on the elections. But he's not telling people. And there's a lot of that going on. You have a lot of people, particularly that live in places like Maryland or California, New York, New Jersey, they can't talk to Democrats because they're not rational. They're lunatics. Do you see that video of that wackadoodle who ran into a guy's yard and attacked a Trump sign? She's stabbing it with a knife right there in front of a flamingo. What a freaking lunatic. By the way, that's trespassing. That's malicious damage to property. That's theft. All of that stuff. That woman should be in prison. She got caught on one of those cameras. These people are stupid. I don't go in anybody's yard and do anything. I never did to begin with, but I certainly don't do it now. They've all got Ring cameras everywhere. They're recording everything. Everything you do. So you do something stupid, you're going to go to jail. Kamala Harris is vapid and goofy. I can't take her seriously. Our nation is in trouble. As much as I don't like Trump on a personal level, we need him to turn. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah, Pennsylvania's really surged for Trump, particularly after the second. Charles, you got your finger on the pulse. After the second appearance in Butler, really making a difference. Yes, New York State has a lot of silent Trump supporters. In fact, everything outside of the city and Syracuse and Buffalo, everything outside of that in Albany is conservative, New York. There's just not enough conservatives to overtake the 9 million morons that live in New York City. They're not all morons, but there's enough of them there. Elon swung. He never did Army. That's indicative. What? Saw a pic of Facebook where some dude drove over several Trump signs only to find out. Yeah, I saw that. I think it was staged. I think the whole thing was staged. Yeah, I saw that. He ran over the signs and someone had put out a board with tails in it. That's awesome. I love it. That Butler rally was incredible. Did you see my video about that? It's on the other channel, I think. I don't think I put it on this channel. Yeah, here it is. It was on this channel. I put it on here too. So view on YouTube. This is incredible. They lie. Okay, I got ads on here. That's good. We're playing ads on my videos. That's nice to see. Okay, let me skip this.
Chris Wyatt, this is Colonel Retired Chris Wyatt, U.S. Army. Listen, people wonder why we don't trust the media. Well, there's a lot of obvious reasons, but look at this one. Now, I covered Donald Trump's second appearance in Butler, Pennsylvania this year after the assassination attempt that occurred on July 13th. He went back to Butler, Pennsylvania just a few days ago. And not a single camera that I saw, any of the television feeds, covered the audience. They just panned out in the front, to and from the stage. So it looked.
This is a huge change from 2016 when it would show the crowds everywhere. But then when he had the inauguration and the media lied about the audience and Trump said it was a large audience, said, no, it isn't. They showed pictures when people were showing up before it even began. Look at this, Trump's lying. He's a liar. He's a liar. But they really have penis envy, these people. So the fascination now is they won't show you the crowd. They just pan in front of the stage back and forth. You used to turn around. So unless you watch Right Side Broadcasting, you won't see this. But people who are there film this. Now, this is only half the crowd you're going to see. You're not going to see the whole thing pan 360. But watch this. This is insane how many people are there. Easily 70 to 100,000.
Like there might have been 6,000 or 8,000 people there. But to show you how dishonest the media is, this is what they never showed us. Look at this video footage from someone who was there. Donald Trump kept saying, as far as I can see, people are out there.
And it's
in
true.
The past, 8 years ago, when the media intentionally gave Donald Trump $1 billion of free press and put him on television every time he got out and spoke, interrupt.
Okay, let's skip ahead from there. I don't want to hear that because I talked for another half minute. Here you go. Here it is. Watch this.
This is unbelievable what happened in Butler.
Look at that.
That's insane. No wonder Trump said, as far as I can see the people, there's got to be, 70,000, 100,000 people there. And that's not even the full picture. All that we saw from this was maybe from here and not even that far back, and that's it. That's all we ever saw. But look at this. Absolutely insane how dishonest the media are. This is just typical.
Yeah, so that give you an indication of how Pennsylvania feels about Donald Trump. Now, I am seeing Harris signs, which I didn't see Biden signs the last time. I'm seeing Harris signs. There's one around the corner. My neighbor down here is leftist. Only one in this entire neighborhood that's a leftist. And 42 houses, one leftist. Does that tell you something? 108,000 people. There you go. What did I say, Dave? Without seeing the full picture, I'm one of my skills that we're taught. It's an art. Is crowd estimation. And without seeing the full thing, just judging on the space that's available, didn't I just say 70 to 100,000? If I'd seen the full picture, I probably would have said 100,000 for sure. Yep, 108,000 people. Can you imagine? That's like a Who concert, man, in 1982. The Philadelphia urban machine is corrupt, but the problem with that is they're going to have to steal a lot because they're losing black and Latino voters in Philadelphia in droves. Absolutely in droves. And Courtney says the only crowd size that matters is turnout. No, the only crowd size that matters is who counts the votes, like Stalin said. A sea of supporters. Yep. Wackadoodles should not be put in prison at the taxpayer's expense. Just build stocks in town and centers and let people throw vegetables at them. Why don't you ever visit Manhattan and make videos there? It's only a few hours from where you live. Courtney, Manhattan is 4 hours away. It's a shithole country. Yeah, it's a crap hole. Manhattan costs a fortune to get into. Your best bet's to park in New Jersey and take public transportation in, and getting around is a nightmare. Put up a satirical Harris sign with a cackle and a word salad quote. There you go. Yeah, population has been losing Philadelphia. Yeah, Pittsburgh's gaining population, and it's a liberal bastion, but there's a lot. Staten Island, of course, Staten Island's always loved Trump, and a lot of Manhattan loves Trump, but the rest of the city, actually people loved Trump until the media turned on him. Everybody loved Trump. I didn't care for The Apprentice. I thought he was an arrogant asshat. I watched it a couple seasons. Omarosa, she was annoying. I watched a couple seasons. I thought some of the tasks were ridiculous and the way that Trump picked some of these people's ridiculous, but I watched it. It was a huge show. So good on him. But it's, hey, it is what it is, right? All right, let's take a look at my video for Trump real quick. And it has hit 3,022 views. Cool beans. Last hour it hit 278, 300. That's going to be the best performing video that I've had in this channel since 2021. So thankfully. If that, I'll keep it up. I'll put another one up. We'll do another one here. But we're doing political stuff on this channel. So my election night broadcast will be on this channel. And maybe the other one if I can simulcast it. I wonder if I can do that to two channels. I got to think that through. I want a big audience. What's a movie? Oh, Escape from New York. It's a documentary. A friend of mine was on Trump's show, said that Trump was actually different off camera, very decent. Well, he's very decent, period. Everyone who's ever interacted with him said the same thing. Does it depend on states or population per state? Does what depend, African idiot? Does what depend? I don't understand the question. Ben says, I believe Trump will win in blue states where no one expected him to. Let's make a prediction. Well, in the case when Biden was running back in July, after that before the abysmal debate, what a joke that was. Before that debate, it was 49-49 in the California polls. And I said, based on these debates, Trump can win California. After that, they never did another poll. But California, that's going to be hard row to hoe. So many conservatives left the state, and he only got 31% of the vote last time. And they've got her 62-31. So I don't think he's going to win California. That's a long way to go. But Dave says, I'll be here with you. Well, Dave, I got to think about how I'm going to do this. Israel's taking many hits in the last few days. Yeah, they are, Mars, especially from here. Yeah, the election. So the election, let me tell you how the election coverage is going to work. It's going to work well for South Africans. You just have to get up early. I am a judge of elections. I was not in 2020. I ran in 2021, got elected. I will be occupied the entire day. I can't even address anybody. I'm busy working from 5 a.m. until 11:30 at night. So the entire election today. I will be home, hopefully, if things go well, by 11:30, and I'll go live at midnight, and we'll talk about what happened. We'll be crying in our beer, or we'll be talking about how Pennsylvania can't count votes, or Arizona can't count votes. We'll see how it goes. Trump had a huge turnout in Coachella yesterday with the streets of the town were filled. Is that Coachella, California, or Arizona? Enjoy Manhattan with Pete, my boat, and skippers. Yeah, well, when we were there, Garrett, I've enjoyed Manhattan many times. When His Honor was the mayor, Rudy Giuliani, New York was incredible. It was okay when Bloomberg was there, but it was going downhill. And then it just became crap after that. When Mayor Wilhelm was there, you know him. That's his real name. He took his mother's name, de Blasio, de Blowhard. Yep, middle class is largely left California. I moved out of LA in 2012, and my quality of life improved. Yeah, exactly. Los Angeles is a crap hole. Yep. I have to pull an all-nighter on USA Election Day, says Charles. Always wanted to be a crazy person. No, I don't think he can't win California. I don't think he can win California. It's just too much. He can win Michigan. I think he's got Michigan. It's close, but he's going to get Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada. Trump's ahead in Nevada, but some people are saying he's behind. And that's 5 of the 7 battleground states. That leaves Iowa 6 and Wisconsin 7. He can take them all. If he takes all of them, it's game over. Game over, man. I don't know if you can keep score, man. We just got our asses kicked. It's game over, man. Hicks, control yourself. Aliens, man. Remember that? I love it, man. And they pull out the flamethrowers to burn the pods full of the aliens. Oh, that movie was awesome. That was Sigourney Weaver's best performance ever, man. Soon to be recalled or before Election Day, you'll be off to war. No election, unless Dems can think of a way to win using illegal voting. I don't think so, Keith. I'll be working late election night, but I'll try and tune in your show when I get home. Need to get a meet at Pulse from Pennsylvania. I can tell you from here what it'll be like. I can tell you from here. In this county, Trump will win. California's done, although the East Coast is GOP. Too many Dems on the left coast. East Coast, the East Side is GOP. I thought you said East Coast. Yeah. California, there's no way he wins California in my view. No way he wins Oregon. No way he wins Washington State. But people out there who are conservatives, even if he's going to lose those states, should go vote for Trump so that the popular vote is balanced out. And we don't hear this, Kamala wanted the popular vote. No. Yeah, Pablo, I've heard you before. He's going to win Illinois. Let's take a look at polls in Illinois. Okay, I don't think so. Presidential polls in Illinois. Okay, presidential polls in Illinois. Okay, 538 and 270 win. Let's see what they both say, okay? That doesn't show me Illinois. It shows me all the other states. What the hell? Illinois. Here we go. All right, so here you go. Here are the polls according to 538. Harris 59, Trump 41. Harris 58, Trump 43. Kennedy 48, Trump 37. What the hell kind of, that's a Kennedy, Trump. Biden 46, Kennedy 43. Okay. Anyway, Biden, Trump 43, 34. Biden 53. So there's no way. They got her at 59% right now. Harris by 18 points. Let's see what this one says. And Republicans have never done better than 42%, and that was in 2000. There's no way Illinois goes. No way. No way. Yeah, Eastern Washington is like Idaho. It's also dry. It's Cook County screws up Illinois. It does. Chicago's a mess. Take Chicago out and he gets it. Yeah, the idea that people don't vote is crazy. Yep. Yeah, he'll gain votes there, I'm sure, but he's not going to win it. Trump gets 27 states, Dems get 25 states. African idiot, you can't do it that way. I mean, if you get all the big states, you don't need 27 to win. All right, let's pull up that map and just do a map of a way you could win the election without how few states you can win in. Okay, ready? Let's do that. I'm going to do how few states you need to win an election. Okay, with the Electoral College. Okay, so you need California, you need Texas, you need Florida. Okay, that's 124. Okay, all right. So that gets you 1/3 of the way there. New York, 152. Okay. That's the big ones. The big prizes are gone now. After that, 28. The next biggest state out there that's left is Illinois and Pennsylvania. So Illinois, Pennsylvania. That's 190. Still not enough to get there. So what other big states do you need? Well, Ohio's still out there. You'd have to take Ohio. And then that gets you to 207. Still not enough to win. The next biggest one left is North Carolina. Hey, Christy Garrett just subscribed. Thank you, Christy. If you're watching this or you're watching my Trump video, I'm going to head out here shortly, go get some steamed crabs. But, yeah, so our Michigan's 15. I'm trying to get them in numerical order. So, yeah, Michigan is next at 15. That gets you to 238. Still not there. Still not there. You're going to need Georgia, which is 16. Okay. All right, that gets you to 254. Still not there. So you need a couple smaller states here. You can't just take all the big ones. Washington State has 12. That gets you to 266. And then you got 10 votes. You got Colorado, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Arizona has 11, excuse me. Tennessee has 11. So let's say Arizona. That gets you to 270 right there. That map. That map gets you 270. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With 12 states, you could win the election. With 12 states. Out of 50 states, you could win it with 12 in the Electoral College. But the map never works that way. Never works that way. Just 12 states. Right. Each state has a different number of seats based on its representation in Congress. Every state gets 2 electoral votes, minimum, 1 for each senator. So it's 100 electoral. There's 535 votes. 100 for the senators, and then you get 435 for the representatives. California has 52 representatives. Therefore, it gets 54 electoral votes. Pennsylvania has 17 members of the House and 2 senators. It gets 19. 199, shellfish high in cholesterol. Be careful. Well, that's fine. I'll be all right. Thank you for that. Thank you for $1.99. Puerto Rico doesn't count. There's no electoral votes. Doesn't count. They vote as citizens, but it doesn't count. All right, so there you go. So you could do it with 12 states. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So let me see the fewest states that Trump could do it in. That's reasonable, okay? So let's do this, and then we'll wrap up, okay? So he's got Texas. He's got Florida. He's got Pennsylvania, in my view. He's got, what's the next big one? Ohio. These are the big ones he can get, okay? And that gets him to 106. That's a long way to go. So he needs North Carolina, okay? And then he needs, that's 16. The next biggest ones he can poach are 11 and 11. That gets him to 144. He's a long way to go. Indiana's also 11, okay? So he needs Michigan, okay? And then we've just got 10s left. There's no big ones left after that. So the ones he can get Wisconsin. He can get Missouri at 10. That's 2 more 10s. That gets him to 190. Still a long way to go. Georgia. I missed Georgia. That takes him to 206, okay? So Trump needs more states to pull this off because he doesn't have California. California is huge. 54 electoral votes is insane. All right, so there's no big ones left for Trump to poach. Alabama's got 9, okay? There you go. So that gets him 215. Not enough. All the rest are small states for Trump. Then he's got Kentucky, that's 8. Oklahoma is 7, okay? 230, still not there. So he's got to run the rest of these. So there's only smaller ones left now that he can take. Got Utah, 6. Mississippi, 6. Louisiana, 8. Arkansas, 8. Still not there. South Carolina, 9. Now he's almost there. He needs 5 more. Where would he get those at? Well, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Kansas has 6. That'll get him there. Okay, so Trump could do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He takes 21. So Kamala Harris, now Kamala Harris isn't going to get us 21. So I just picked a path for realistic ones. We weren't realistic for her. She couldn't get those. So we were looking for the shortest number. Yeah, so Trump could do it with 21 states. So Trump could win this election with those 21 states. And all of those states I just picked are states that Trump is going to win. So, yeah, that gets him to 271. 271. That's without, it didn't add West Virginia, so there you go. That gets him 275. And it's solid. He's got it. There you go. He wins the Rust Belt, he wins the South, and he wins a couple mountain states, and he's got it. He's got Alaska, so we know that. But anyway, we were trying to do the fewest possible. Anyway, Arizona will be Trump. Nevada will be Trump. The one I'm not confident about is Nevada because of the way they keep reporting on it, but we'll see. All right, I have got to run and go collect those crabs. Thanks, guys. Michigan is a tough one. No, Trump is surging in Michigan. She's failing miserably in Michigan. Yep. I'm pretty confident he'll win Michigan. Yep. 23. It's 20. 21's the number I came up with. Courtney with another super chat. Trump will win Utah. Yes, he will. Thank you for that, Courtney. Appreciate that super chat. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I got to rock and roll. It's 1:33, and I got to hit the path and go over and pick up my steamed crabs. $20 off today. I can enjoy that. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening. Really appreciate your presence. Always a pleasure. Thanks for being here. And I still debate about whether doing the election here or on the other channel. It was here in 2020. We had a huge audience, but cream, no, what cream? Who eats cream on crabs? Steamed crabs. Eat them plain. You got plenty of spice on them. Hey, Rick, thanks for being here. All right. Looking for my closing credits here because I don't do in here often. I'm not in here often enough. Where the heck is my freaking closing credits? Video, opening. There it is. All right. Bye, guys. Go Navy, go Army. I'll try to do both if I can live stream them both. Cheers.